Hello and welcome to TechnoStrasse. I'm Tom Dodd. Get in touch at TechnoStrasse. TechnoStrasse.com or Facebook/TechnoStrasse. This week we're looking at brand new music from Detroit-based Subdivision, 3 original tracks and 3 great remixes coming from Twoven. Their release called Dangerous Prayers. We're going to be looking at a track called Remind, which is filled with this really nice thick synthesizer that completely dominates the track. Let's take a listen. So I'm sure you can hear behind me, this track is just built around this huge dominating synth. Really just takes hold of the energy, takes hold of the vibe and just runs with it. It's constantly twisting, constantly mutating, and when like the bass line and the kick drop out and it's left alone, it really just takes over the whole track. If you're a fan of massive synthesizers, fixed synthesizers that just keep flowing and changing and twisting and mutating, you're going to really like this track. Supporting the synthesizer, however, we've got really nice bass and a really nice kick groove that just keeps that lower end rolling, keeps the lower end in check, and some really nice tight punchy percussion on the top end, including some really nice ride cymbals to just add that extra bit of tension as everything comes to a head, and some nice snares, claps and hi-hats as well. Like I said though, the main player is this nice fat synthesizer that just keeps changing, keeps mutating, keeps being modulated, and that really makes the track stand out, I think. There isn't really one defined breakdown because the synthesizer, like I said, it's almost like it's alive. It keeps changing, it keeps flickering around and changing the sound ever so slightly. So when, like you can hear behind me, the synthesizer is on its own, it really just grabs everything together and just takes the track in a completely different direction. I really like this track because it's simple but really effective, because really what you've got is a bass line, percussion, and then this fat synthesizer that, as I've been saying, just takes the track forward. The track couldn't happen without the synth, and the synth couldn't happen without the supporting elements, so they both work really well. The synthesizer, of course, is the star of the show, but the other supporting elements really just help it get up and keep the energy moving. Like I said, if you're a fan of big synthesizers, you're going to absolutely love this track. Like I said, there's 2 other tracks on this release from Twoven, some really nice. They all kind of take different aspects. So one is quite an industrial, deep, dark vibe. The other one is a bit more minimal. There's also 3 remixes, one coming from one of my favourite artists called Soundcode. Every remix, again, takes what are these different tracks and just adds a different, unique spin on them. Overall, I'm going to have to give it a, can I count? 8 out of 10, really nice vibes. I've never actually personally heard of Twoven before, but he's now going to be on my radar. This track has been Remind. It's by Twoven. It's on their release called Dangerous Prayers. It's available right now. It's out now on Subdivision. If you like big fat synths, you're going to love this track, and make sure you check out the whole release as well.